They've won nothing.
No.
They won a Champions League.
Yeah.
I like him. I just think that's how they do it.
He looks like your dorky uncle.
Brendan Rodgers, Leicester, or his Liverpool team?
Easily Leicester.
What?
So all that and more in our Q&A. You guys know the drill. Super sub today. Late change. Nico out and Ian in. So your day's automatically improved. We'll get straight into it. I'll have the first question. If Sir Alex Ferguson did not retire, this is from Wasay, by the way. If Sir Alex did not retire, would United still be dominant in the Champions League and Premier League?
No. Well, let's take the Champions League first. He was there for 400 years. They won it twice.
Fact.
40 years, fact. They won it twice. Once was a miracle comeback. The second, John Terry fell on his arse.
So they weren't dominant.
In the Champions League. So let's say that.
They're a contender.
They were a contender.
Yeah.
Given his ability to destroy, rebuild and adapt in the Premier League, I would think they would definitely be doing better than they are right now. Yep. It's a real shame though that we don't get to see him go up against Klopp and Pep on the regular.
How fun would that be?
That would be great. All those mind games.
I know.
I'd be all about that.
You're up.
Okay, one from Anne Gokhal. Hope I've got that right. Rate the chances that these teams will win the Champions League sometime in the next decade from 1 to 10. 10 being the best. Okay.
Shoot.
Ajax.
3.
I went with a 0. Okay, Chelsea.
7.
I went with a 0. There's a theme here. Barcelona.
You going for a 0 again?
No.
I would say 8. 9.
No, I went with 7 on that one. Yeah.
10 years is a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing is, Messi is still amazing, but he'll have to retire in the next 10 years.
That's true. Yeah.
And whether they can replace him.
I'm going to go with an 8.
Okay. Spurs.
4.
Yeah, I went with 5.
Yeah.
Okay. PSG.
7.
They should be able to, but they're such bottlers when it comes to this.
They're also going to lose Mbappe at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Neymar's not going to stick around any longer than he wants. So
Cavani's off.
Yeah.
7.
They got the money. They got the spending power, but maybe not the long-term player strategy.
Okay. Bayern.
9.
9?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They're never going to be far away, Bayern. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't tell you what I said for that then. Napoli?
3. Yeah.
3. Yeah. I went with a 0.
I mean, we were talking about before with Ryan, who's obviously behind the camera. This Ancelotti decision just doesn't make any sense for me. Yeah.
Oh, I think we talk about that later.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to spoil that.
Spoil it.
This is meant to be a quick fire.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
9.
I said 10.
Yeah. There you go.
Man City.
8.
Arsenal.
6.
Oh, they probably won't even qualify.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So on to Syrah Kiev. Do you think teams like Leipzig, Salzburg and Ajax can become formidable contenders for the Champions League if they keep their players for 2 to 3 seasons? Also, who is your favourite for the Europa League? So let's take the first part. First, Leipzig, Salzburg and Ajax. Can they actually become contenders?
In like an ideal world where like fairies are real and people don't get hangovers, then yeah, but in the reality that we live in and the financial might of all of those much bigger clubs, I just can't see it happening.
I think the only one genuinely there is probably going to be Leipzig, right?
Yeah.
Because that is, Salzburg will always be a feeder team into Leipzig because of the Red Bull pecking order. And Ajax, we know they go through these revolutions, but yeah, we'll struggle to put anything of meaning.
Like I could see them causing an upset or two along the way, but actually, no, winning it, I can't really see it.
Gotcha. And your Europa League favourite?
Sevilla are having a great season in that league. I think they're 3 points off the top spot. They've won all of their games so far in the group stages. They've got a goal difference of plus 12, so pretty healthy. They've got a history of winning this competition. Hard to see past them.
Good, nice, I like it.
That wasn't bad, was it?
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah.
All right. Maceman987 asks you, Paddy, why did Ajax get knocked out of the group stages so early?
Such a early lot of talk about Ajax in this show, which is actually a nice segue because we did have a very good video come out last week that all you guys should watch. Just on the eve of them actually getting knocked out of the Champions League, of course, so fantastic timing. I think in the actual video, Matt discusses this, but I actually believe it as well, is that Ajax, have this regenerative process. When they have these seasons where everything comes together, or a lot of things come together, and then you eventually, obviously, have to lose players because they haven't got the spending power or the prestige as some of the other big clubs, at least in these days, And so, when you've seen De Jong go, you've seen De Ligt go, it's inevitable there's going to be some drop-off, no matter how good they are at regenerating. So I think that's probably the main reason. They started off a bit better than I thought, and unfortunately didn't make it in the final hurdle though. So yeah, that would be my answer.
That's exactly what I wrote down, departure of De Jong and De Ligt.
There you go,
Great minds, Paddy.
From Ty Moore, if Chelsea sign Sancho and Chilwell, can they win the league next season?
First of all, Sancho is not signing for Chelsea. Let's just put that out there.
Is that another fact?
That's another fact. We're pro facts these days. But if they were to sign Sancho and Chilwell, no. I think as good as these players are, they wouldn't add enough experience to a team that needs experience. Like Chelsea started off brilliantly and the youth all look very, very good, but you can see they're tapering off a little bit now. And that's, that kind of comes with age, that ability to win the league like that. I just can't see it happening. Besides, I think Liverpool will win the league this year. I can see Pep leaving and then Klopp creating a kind of a bit of a dynasty at Liverpool before he moves off to Bayern.
And Chelsea have a lot of work to reach that. So also another good segue to check out our video for 5 players Chelsea should buy. So make sure you check that one out as well. I think it's your turn.
Okay. Chidawardo99 asks, let's do a different quickfire.
Nice.
Okay, so Junior Firpo or Alphonso Davies?
I mean, they're playing in the same position at the moment, but Davies is not really a fullback, so it's a bit of a hard one. I think Davies in the long run is going to be a better player because we'll see a bit more from him attacking-wise.
Yeah, he looks great.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, Kai Havertz or Götze? And I think he means Götze in his prime.
Oh, geez, that's a tough one.
Götze in his prime was good.
Was great. I mean, Götze in his prime also basically won the World Cup on one goal as well. And I don't think, as good as Havertz is, I don't think he's ever going to do that, but I love Havertz as a player, so I'm going to take Havertz.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I just think he's got a lot more to prove.
Götze dragged Dortmund to a league title.
All things that are, again, factually correct, but I just really like where Havertz is going. And maybe I'm a little bit tainted. I can't completely go away from the fact that Götze's abilities have waned quite considerably the last couple of years.
Sancho to Liverpool or Chelsea?
Liverpool, as you said.
Yeah, well,
much more likely. Yeah.
Most chance of getting to the Champions League finals, Leipzig or Atleti?
Like this season? That's a great question.
Let's go with this season.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take Leipzig. I think Atleti have got as good a chance as anyone in that sort of second tier. But I really like Salzburg's form at the moment. They've clicked under Nagelsmann, so it looks really good.
Okay, Haaland to Dortmund or United?
So apparently he's at Dortmund at the moment as we speak, and I would much rather see him there, so I'm going to go with Dortmund. I just don't think United, they already have enough trouble trying to bed in their young strikers in any sort of consistent way. It makes no sense for Haaland.
Dortmund's the perfect club for him.
100%. A couple of years there, and then if he's good enough, he'll go somewhere anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, back to you, Pat.
Back to me. From Nabs, is this Liverpool side, you mentioned them before, one of the top 3 greatest Premier League teams of all time?
No.
They haven't even won the Premier League yet.
They've won nothing. No. They won a Champions League.
Yeah. But I mean, if they just say they win it and they do what you sort of say and at least have a good couple of years, do you see the potential for them to be?
Yeah, for sure. They're brilliant. Yeah. I mean, they're brilliant to watch.
Amazing to watch.
Really amazing to watch. Lots of great players, all very likeable chaps and everything.
That don't seem to want to go anywhere either.
No, which is an amazing thing.
Helps when you're winning and playing good football, of course. But
But it did make me think about who were the top 3 Premier League sides of all time.
And?
Chelsea under Mourinho for the first time. The Invincibles. And then I couldn't decide on the United one.
There are a few to choose
I'll
from.
go with the one where he introduced all Beckham and Neville and everything like that. But I mean, it could be any of them.
I would tend to agree, which is at least the second time I've agreed with you today, so I'm starting to get a bit worried.
This is not good.
You're up.
Okay. Do Mönchengladbach now have a good chance of winning the Bundesliga after the win over Bayern? Or do you think another team will win it? Asked Johnny Nick.
So I think whoever doesn't win the Bundesliga out of Gladbach, out of Leipzig, out of Dortmund, Bayern, will be kicking themselves. This is the season to win the Bundesliga. Bayern are struggling, Dortmund are struggling to have any sort of consistency. Gladbach are playing good football and obviously fantastic win on the weekend. Leipzig moving into some fantastic form as well. But really, it is so open. It's incredible, you know.
Open Salzburg could win it.
So open Salzburg could win it, yeah. I think Gladbach have got as good a chance as any, but I think that Leipzig are coming. I feel that is.
That's if I put a gun to your head right now.
That's the momentum train for me. That's all behind Leipzig. So I just think Gladbach are not going to be able to hold on across a full season if Leipzig stay in the same.
It's an interesting thing for German football then that they have to cope with Leipzig being a league champion.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of traditionalists who very much dislike that prospect. So what's next for Carlo Ancelotti? You mentioned we talked about him before. Do you think Napoli took a bad decision in sacking him?
Well, apparently Everton. Seems odd that he would go from managing, like he's managed players like Kaká and now he's got to go to Everton.
Yeah.
It just seems, no disrespect, but seems a bit odd. Although I think as a kind of short-term caretaker option for Arsenal, that wouldn't be a bad idea either.
What about Arsenal? Yeah, I mean, like, what about Arsenal? Short-term or long-term? I mean, why
No,
short-term?
he's a short-term manager. He comes in, soothes things down. He's like a nice kind of calming balm, you know, like a bath.
Is that why he seems to be so disposable? Because, I mean, the way that Chelsea, PSG and now Napoli have got rid of him in fairly quick time.
He comes in, he's short-term, he keeps things calm for a while, and then everybody realises, this is not really going anywhere, and then they just get rid of him.
I think Carlo deserves a bit more respect than that. To be honest, if you have a look at his record,
I like him. I just think that's how they do it.
He looks like your dorky uncle instead of having, you know, a turtleneck on like Pep or Mourinho do on the sideline.
Right.
He just sort of bumbles around a little bit. He's got his eyebrows, but to be honest, the stats and the trophies don't lie.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, he's better than a caretaker coach. This is not Ranieri we're talking about. This is Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah, but Arsenal don't need him. They need somebody who's more long-term, who can really bring like a philosophy to the club, you know, like an Arteta.
I think you're being a little harsh on Carlo. Did Napoli make the wrong decision or the right decision?
No, they didn't. Because there was loads of reports about him having lost the dressing room and the club was in crisis and the owner didn't want him there anymore.
So now Gattuso, that's going to work out well, isn't it?
That should keep things calm.
You're up.
Okay, another quick fire.
I'm getting all the quick
fires. How did you get all the quick? I blame Ryan.
It's because I'm his favourite.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is. At least between you and
I.
Well,
as we were discussing before, and I've only 4 choice for this.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, quick fire from Breathing Human, which is the best type of human. Which team is better, Brendan Rodgers' Leicester or his Liverpool team?
Easily Leicester.
What?
He had one good season at Liverpool?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the rest of them, I mean, we had to put up with some terrible players coming through there.
They did almost win the league.
They did almost win the league, but they didn't. And I think Leicester are almost going to win the league this season as well.
They are good.
Probably still won't win it, but I would definitely take that. The Leicester team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pep's Bayern or Klopp's Dortmund? There's a right and a wrong answer to this one.
It's got to be Dortmund, I think. Yeah, I think at Bayern he won a lot, but he ultimately disappointed because he never won the Champions League, whereas Klopp overperformed at Dortmund.
Exactly. Yeah. Zidane's Real that won a couple of Champions Leagues in a row, or Pep's Barcelona?
Whoa.
Now, we actually talked, can I give a little intro before you give yours?
Of course.
We talked about this on the, I think on the Onefootball podcast before.
Another great segue.
Check it out. And we decided that Pep sort of brought a philosophy and a style and really changed everything, whereas Zidane, it was just straight winning.
Yeah. It was a machine.
It was like a machine against a piece of art.
Yeah.
So that's your stark choice.
So your romantic decision is obviously Pep, but your results-based decision is Real Madrid.
Pep still got the
They did okay
results.
too. They did okay, but 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
Real?
Yeah, I'm going to take Real. Just for that period. Period. Yeah.
I knew the harmony between us couldn't last, Paddy.
That's okay. I feel things are normal again. Yeah.
Okay. Pochettino's Spurs or Mourinho's Chelsea? They don't specify which Chelsea.
I would just go with Mourinho's Chelsea in general.
Okay. Yeah. Allegri's Juve or Sarri's Juve?
I like Allegri's Juve.
Yeah.
Okay. Sarri's still got a bit to prove there as well.
Raf's Liverpool or Klopp's Liverpool?
Klopp. Yeah, I enjoyed Benitez's Liverpool as well, but certainly Klopp's. The way that Klopp's team
They're
plays.
better to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Arsenal's Invincibles or Pep's Man City?
Especially at the moment, 100% the Invincibles.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
completely.
That's,
I thought we were going to disagree on that one.
No, that one's easy.
Okay.
I mean, it literally says Invincibles. You know, like, how can you even really have that? It's literally in the name. All right, nearly done. So thanks for sticking with us. Make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button if you don't already. Hit the like button, comment below, and look out every Wednesday for your chance to ask questions to this show. From Ahmed Mansouri, what has been your favourite moment from this decade of football?
Okay.
You're old enough to remember as well.
I am old enough, but I'm also old enough that my memory goes.
That's true. You're in that weird point, aren't you?
I watched it. I didn't watch it at the stadium, but I watched it live on TV, and that Aguero goal.
Yeah, it's hard to top. Yeah.
The whole drama of that match, of them going behind.
Yeah.
And then, then the sending's off, and then the Deco gets the goal, and then all of a sudden,
I can still hear the commentary.
Aguero, God, it was so amazing.
To win hairs on the back of my head.
Doesn't it? It really does. Yeah. And then, because also United thought they'd won the league, and then Ferguson was there, we won it, and then Aguero's,
Yeah. It's hard to top. Maybe Liverpool in Istanbul. That
was 2005.
Yeah, the last 10. Oh, yeah. That's way. I am way older. Yeah.
Get with it.
That's true. You win. Right.
Okay.
You're up.
Or else, no. We'll go with that.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Jacobo Bonus asks, who's got the best facial hair in the Onefootball office?
I mean, if we can talk about people that the audience sees at least, then it's only really It's only really between Nico and I, right?
It's not Flo and it's not me.
No, it's definitely not you. Did you put your head out the window of a bus this morning? Because you look freshly shaven. It's either me or Nico, and to be honest, I think Nico wins. Yeah, I think Nico wins. It's got that real form to it. He takes a lot of pride in it.
Okay.
I'm happy with my effort, but I think Nico's got that. Would you agree or not?
Yeah.
Who else is there? Matt has a bit of scruff.
Matt's just
bit
scruffy.
Of bum fluff.
He's not any use.
He's not committed.
His facial hair game is weak.
He's not committed. No.
He's not committed.
Okay, and to the last one from Kitchener Leslie's girlfriend. What's the point? I never get picked anyway. Didn't even ask a question, so finally, Kitchener Leslie's girlfriend, you feature on the show, but unfortunately, because you didn't ask a question, we've got nothing to answer. So
up your game.
On that note, we'll just call that the Q&A and then read out the last question for today. That's it. Thanks very much for joining us. The guys will be back next week and we'll answer all your questions. Once again, thanks for jumping in at short notice, Ian.
No problem.
See you guys.